Welcome to Diaspora Scholars TV. You are watching the story of Josphat, who lives in Mesa, 20 miles, off Phoenix, Arizona. We've come all the way to share Josphat's story, who actually got a COVID vaccine, and he says it affected his life quite considerably. This is his story in his own words. Josphat, what happened?
Yeah.
And thanks for sharing this story because it's a learning experience to everyone.
Absolutely. After getting the vaccine, my system kind of reacted, and I became suddenly ill. I could not eat. I would throw up or vomit all the time, and in a span of 4 weeks, I lost. We count in pounds. I lost 35 pounds in a span of 4
35
weeks.
pounds in a month.
Yeah, and so I was worried. So my doctor thought that I had developed cancer. When I was subjected to several tests, they discovered that I had a mass or a tumor in my belly, and that those tumors were producing fluid. So my belly was growing, and in their assumption, they thought I had developed stomach cancer. But thank God, when they did all the tests, the mass or the tumors were benign, meaning they are not malignant or cancerous. And they drew the fluid, which amounted to close to 10 liters.
10 liters?
Two times.
Twice?
Yeah.
And from your stomach?
Exactly. And I was put under medication to naturally drain it, as they were looking for the way or understanding what was the problem. And to date, it's now 4 years later, they have never diagnosed me with any condition. And all they say, they don't understand my ailment or sickness. And
but is the fluid gone now? I mean, do you still go to hospital?
Yes, today, I had an appointment with the
this
surgeon.
Very day?
Today, yeah, in the morning, I had an appointment with the surgeon. Last year, in the year 2023, I had 2 surgeries.
You had 2 surgeries last year?
Yes, that was on March 10th and December 19th to remove the tumor the first time. And of course, the second time they discovered there was some foreign material or matter in the body, and I went back for surgery again. So the tumors were removed, and since that time, the fluid has not been there until recently, when my doctor again checked on me, because I go for regular checkups, and they discovered the fluid has not entirely gone, but it's now in small proportion or amount.
It has really reduced significantly,
Exactly.
It's under control.
Yeah.
But they don't know the source of where all this...
Everything. They say my sickness is strange. They cannot tell what happened, what is the cause. Whatever they thought has not turned out to be what they thought. So up to now, nobody knows what is happening. But thank God, now I'm much better. My body is kind of healing itself. And I'm encouraged that the surgeon today told me he doesn't see the need to take me back to surgery, because
that's good news.
Because he thinks I'm doing better. Yeah, and so that it also informs.
So this is 2020.
Yes.
So you get a vaccine to protect you from COVID, and then how long did it take before you realized that something isn't right?
Like 1 week.
1 week?
Just 1 week, and I felt sick. And that was after the second vaccine. The first vaccine, I didn't have any problem. And the particular vaccine I received, it was called Moderna. So 1 week after the second vaccine, then I became ill. And since that time, my life has never been the same again in terms of health.
You're watching Diaspora Scholars TV. We bring you stories of real life experiences. This is the story of Josphat, who had a medical condition that is being attributed to a vaccine. If you are watching and you are a medical doctor or you're in the medical field and you'd like to reach out to Josphat, please do so by reaching out to this channel, or simply by going to kenyascientistindiaspora.com, where you'll be able to find Josphat's profile and you can be able to write to him directly. This is a story of resilience, but you seem to be overcoming it. You seem to be really determined to succeed.
You are right, and I cannot take credit for anything as in terms of resilience. I just thank God. It is I'm a staunch believer in God, and I believe it's Him who has preserved me and sustained me. Maybe for this reason, to share my testimony with whoever may be inspired.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a story that I really wanted you to share with our viewers because those watching from Africa and even Kenya, sometimes they know that you are in the US and they assume that you are making lots of money. They do not realize that in the US, even getting a doctor's appointment is something you really have to wait. Sometimes you can't even just walk to a chemist or a pharmacy and buy medicine the way we do in Africa. It's different here, is it?
It is very different, and like you've rightly said, you have to get an appointment to see the doctor.
Sometimes you wait for weeks.
Exactly, or months, unless it's an emergency, and it's extremely expensive going to an emergency. So under normal circumstances, you have to, remain on the queue until the day when the doctor is available.
And you are sick.
And you are sick. There's nothing you can do about it.
In Africa, they wait on the queue while at the hospital. Here, you wait from your home.
Exactly. And as I said, unless you have an emergency, that's when you can be attended to, which translates into, many pills on your side, although the insurance also caters for some, but still you have to dig deep into your pocket to get those services.
Wow. And maybe you are reminding me also to share with our viewers, particularly those who are in Africa, that we actually pay for ambulances. It comes as a part of the bill.
Exactly.
You get sick, even if it's an emergency, an ambulance will come in a matter of seconds. But it will be part of your bill.
Exactly.
I used to think when I used to watch movies whilst in Africa, and you would see the fast response of ambulances, and you say, "Oh wow, that is great." It comes with a cost.
It comes with a cost, and that's why very many people back home assume that in the US people have a lot of money, but the reality is different, and you have to survive in order to keep going in this land.
You work in healthcare. I mean, roughly you already have an idea, or actually you know some of the figures. Is healthcare cheap in the US?
Not at all. Not at all. On the contrary, it's a okay. If I may understand your question, you meant cheap in terms of.
I'm just saying, like a simple. What is the lowest hospital bill you have ever got?
Oh, it's expensive, I can tell. And the lowest bill, maybe it's for the tests which are being done by the laboratories, because I have to be referred there. And it ranges between $100, $150, up to $200, depending on the type of tests they are performing. And if it's a CT scan, it goes up to $800, up to $1,000.
$800, $1,000.
And all of those have been done on me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so in the past 3 years, most of my earnings has been going to my own health. Not forgetting that I also have a family back home.
You have a family in Kenya. Your family is not here.
It's not here. My wife and the kids are still in Kenya.
So who was taking care of you?
Luckily, I live with my brother here, and he has been supportive.
Mm.
And of course, my friends, fellow church members, they have truly been supportive. But they can only do so much because they also have their own things to take care
Bills
of.
to take care of and their
Yeah.
lives to live.
Yeah.
You're watching Diaspora Scholars TV. If you'd like to support the medical case of Josphat, please reach out to us via this channel. Please comment below. You can also reach out to Josphat directly by going to the kenyascientistindiaspora.com, where you'll find his profile and you can be able to reach out to him again directly. Today you received good news. I'm happy for you that it seems that you are improving a lot. Obviously, there is there are medical bills still to clear, but the good thing is that we are sharing with your story, and we also appeal to well-wishers to come in handy. But at the same time, like you said earlier, we are thankful to God because without all that, it wouldn't have happened.
Yes.
Wow. But we are here also to talk about the positive side, financial, business. In part 3, we'll be right back. Thank you so much.
Yeah.